It's so. I just jumped out the pool with dirty glove bastard.
Who got a hard sale, cause I need it. Nobody said that life would be easy. I was 14 when I witnessed murder. And you show me luck, I don't know them.
All right, y'all, so we have XO off the porch with us today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Now, I tried to pronounce the city's name, the Alabama city that you're from. Is it
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, so you got to talk to us about what it was like for you growing up there, because I also know that you grew up in Riverdale too.
For so. Yeah, Tuscaloosa, straight on. I had moved early though. I moved when I was like 8 years old. That's when I had moved to Riverdale. Yeah, we was at cool and shit. It was straight on. That's why my family.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why my family and shit.
So I do know that your dad was like a legend, like a music legend back then in your city in Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Oh yeah, growing up, that what made me want to do the music. I was seeing all my folk, then they had a studio behind my grandma's house. So they was in there late, I would love. I always wanted to get up in there, but shit, they ain't never let me. And they finally let me one day. And I had this little paper. I brought it to my dad. I had rapped it real quick, some little shit. But he tried to get me to get in there. I was scared then though. I was scared, so I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
So you just knew like when you were younger that this was something that you've always wanted to do?
But so, that's all I was around for real.
Now, how would you describe your childhood growing up?
On shit, niggas went in and out of trouble and shit. Going through shit, man. Depression and all that. I ain't really know like what it was when I was little. I always was going through it since I say like 12, 13. I ain't understand it then until I got older. So.
What would you say was like the symptoms to where you was like, okay, something's not right as far as your depression?
Like it just hit me out of nowhere. I just be like down, like real down, like sad, like real cry type sad. And out of nowhere, like ain't nothing like bother me, but it just hit me out of nowhere. Like,
now, I do want to get into the depression, but I'm gonna get into that like a little later. But I know that you've been through a lot of stuff, even starting with you losing one of your closest friends in a police chase.
Oh yeah.
So talk to us about that.
Oh yeah, shit, we had fell out by some little petty shit, like we just young. So I wasn't even talking to him at the time for like a month. Then like, shit, niggas was just handful like cars and shit. Then he had one out for him, so he took the ass on that ride. He had hit the lights and he crashed like into a tree. So right before he passed, were you guys speaking or? Nah, not for like a month. We weren't talking for like a month. Then I had found out. I ain't even found out from nobody. I was on Instagram and my little partner from up here said he had posted a picture on and I read the caption. I was like, man, what the fuck going on? Then that's when I had found out.
And with that being said, did it make you look at fallouts a little differently?
Yeah. That shit hurt the worst. I wasn't talking to him, and it was like over nothing, like on little shit.
And then you accidentally shot yourself in the leg.
Oh yeah, shit. I got down. Man, my little partner was on some bullshit, getting into some shit. Finna get out the car and do some little shit, man. I had like lemon squeeze. I was finna pull out the hoodie and hop out, and shit, that bitch had went over.
Now we can get into the mental health, because I'm a big advocate for mental health. So, like you stated earlier that you were suffering from depression. So where would you say that it started to stem from?
I don't know. I think it started hitting me the most. When my uncle committed suicide. My Uncle Ray committed suicide. He shot himself in the chest. Yeah.
What would you say was like the worst that your depression's been?
The worst it been?
Yeah.
When I was finna commit suicide, I had a gun in my head. That like the worst it got right there. That when I had got help, I was in a mental institution.
Really?
For like a week.
What was your experience like in the mental institution?
Shit, I like, man, I didn't get the fuck up out of here. Shit.
Yeah, I heard there be some stuff going on up there.
Oh, yeah, they be tweaking in that bit.
So what would you say were some things that kind of like helped you as far as coming out of your depressions?
Shit, I started taking music like more serious. I just said shit, out of that, said fuck everything. I just started carrying that. Yeah, my nigga just, I ain't wanna go back in that motherfucker shit.
And I would like to ask you, like, as far as your mental health, what advice would you give to people who would be going through the same thing as far as depression?
Yo, I say get help. Like, get help as soon as you can, like, as soon as you know, like, you'll know. Like, when you going through that, you just feel like you in a dark place. You just feel alone, like, even if you got folks around you. Like, I'm always with my brothers and my pops and shit. But even then, shit, niggas still felt alone. Like, you just feel alone, so I just say, shit, go get that help. Like, go talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
And I do know at one point that you were also battling a drug addiction.
Oh, yeah.
So with that being said, do you think that people misunderstand other people who go through addictions?
Yeah, I think some people might think niggas that do that shit on some cool shit, but niggas really be just trying to heal pain, like just cope with that shit, y'all. I wouldn't advise nobody to go run to no drug though, but like, yeah, I feel like people misunderstand that shit. It be deeper than that. It just help. Yeah, it just help that shit, healing nigga.
Now, what do you think is like the biggest challenge when it comes to overcoming a drug addiction?
The biggest challenge? I don't know. Like, just finding something like to keep you from off that shit. Like for me, I work out now. I work out a lot and shit like that, keep me like refreshed. I eat like better foods. I don't really eat like all that junk food and shit.
Bro, a lot of people don't know that junk food be actually like triggering a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, all the grease ass shit. Yeah. Oh,
It's good that you're, learning early to take the healthier route.
For sure.
Now, getting into your music, what would you say was like the inspiration of it all?
I say my partner Nino. Yeah, I say him. Like that made me really want to just go crazy with it. I like, damn, like he left out right here. He was in clubs and everything. Like he started to turn up. So I like, well, I gotta do it for him. I gotta go all the way with it.
And when would you say is like the exact moment that you started to take it serious?
Shit, my pops said he just stayed on me. I say like about 2 years ago. Nah, matter of fact, soon I got out the mental institution. Like soon I got up out of there, went straight to the studio. My little experience and all that shit, I went straight to the studio.
Man, I bet you have like so much to rap about when it comes to your music because you've been through so much.
Yeah. Nigga was saying strange figures and all that shit.
Really? Oh shoot, you gotta talk to us about that.
Yeah, while I was in the mental institution, I had woke up one night, seen a big ass like shadow, like a man, right there by the bed. I couldn't move though, but I was seeing it though. I couldn't move at all. I was like, what going on? Damn, nigga, while I was in there, shit, I was hearing voices and everything, actually calling my name. Like, my real name, like Key Darius, you know what I'm saying?
Like the shadow?
Nah, they were after the shadow. They were like the next night. Like every night they were like something different. So on the next night, like, I heard a voice calling my name and shit, like a girl. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I always was hearing like voices and shit, but that was the first time I just heard like flat out clear. Like that was the clearest it ever been when I was in there. So.
Now, do you feel like the music really helps tune out like everything that you've been through over the years?
Yeah, that shit like therapy for me.
And in what ways would you say it's like therapy for you?
Cause I could talk, like without really talking to somebody. I don't too much like to talk to nobody for real. Like I don't really like to talk. So it's like them like me telling them without, you know what I'm saying? Actually talking to them one-on-one. I just put it in my music, let for it.
I saw in your bio that it stated that you were actually like an introvert.
Oh yeah. I was at first, like I ain't want to be around nobody. Like
Really?
I still be like that, but I involve myself like with people more now. You know what I'm saying? At first I ain't want nobody around me at all. Like get the fuck from around here.
Now, with you pursuing music and being an artist, do you feel like it's bringing you out of your shell a little more?
Oh yeah. For so way more. I be having folk come up to me and shit now. At first I ain't really want to. I ain't give a fuck about all that.
Really?
But now they come up to me and I conversate with them like, yeah, fuck with me.
So at first when they were coming up to you when you were introverted, what was your first response?
I was just like, licking like.
Like just like that?
Yeah. Cause my anxiety was bad. Like my shit was bad as hell. I get shaking and shit. Like, what the fuck going on? That shit made me nervous as hell.
Oh, I'm glad you're coming out of it and now you know you warming up.
So.
Now, who would you say were some musical influences for you growing up?
Shit, my dad, Thug, and like Rich the Kid, like the rich kids. But so I fuck with them. That's why I really on, like I really on that growing up. Like young Thug, old Thug, like I came from none of all that shit. Then rich kids and all them. Cause I was up here. So shit, my folk put me on that shit, I was fucking with them.
Now, we mentioned earlier with you being raised in Riverdale, Georgia. So how would you describe the music scene out there?
That shit cool. Like, that's why I really started, that's why I recorded my first song. Old ass song. Yeah, that shit cool to play out of.
And is every artist like pretty supportive of each other out there?
In Riverdale, yeah. My school started fucking with me when I got kicked out.
Really?
My partner, they would bring my son to the school. They were like, oh, they on. Man, they say rapping. I didn't even know you were rapping. They were fucking with me. It was so.
Now, it's very rare that we hear other artists, you know, being supportive of other artists in the same city. So I think that's pretty dope that your city could like come together and support each other.
Oh, yeah. And my cousin right here, Little Slack, he was out too. We both from the west side, Tuscaloosa.
Now, you're a part of the B.O.C collective, right? So talk to us about that.
About B.O.C? That shit go way back. Like my partner, they had a whole movement. Like, nigga love that shit. Like, everybody know them. So shit, like, we just like new B.O.C. Me, 1K, my cousin right here, Little Slack. Shit, we just turn that shit back up. So.
Now, with your dad already being an artist back in the day, like what were some things that he instilled in you when it comes to the rap game?
Like, see, he put me on everything for real. Like he made sure like when I make a song, I bring it to him. I bring it to him first, and he'll tell me like, I think you could have did it better, or added it. Like he rapping and he was recording too. Like so he was good with all that. So he just made sure nigga on point, like everything on point with the music. So that shit be straight on when we put it out.
And how would you describe your style and how you make your music?
I just go in there and vibe to a beat. I don't write nothing. Like sometimes I write something when I'm just sitting down by myself, thinking and shit. But usually I just go to the studio, go look for some beats or some shit, catch some vibe, and just go up in there, talk about how I'm feeling.
Now, when it comes to freestyling in the studio booth, what would you say is like the hardest thing about that?
I don't know. I just go. Like, I don't really get stuck for real.
Man, it be hard fucking that bitch.
I just seen the whole process. I was just going up, record, come out with a little song, like 30 minutes. My PTSD song, I made that song like 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, he went hard.
Yeah. That nigga just went to the store. He came back, he was down with that bitch. Oh, my engineer was already playing it. He was like, yo, that motherfucker hard as fuck.
I feel like if I was to freestyle, I would hit a block, like, and I'll just stop and the song would be over with.
When I used to write a lot, that what made me start freestyling for real, cause I was writing that shit. I feel like nigga trying too hard when he writing it. But when I just go in there, feeling myself, just go in there, do me, and just go straight in. I feel like easier, like punching it in. I don't go straight through, like just straight through all the time. Like nigga, I punch in and now and then too.
Now the song that you mentioned, PTSD, was that your very first song that you recorded?
Oh nah, hell nah. My first song I recorded, it was like We the Party or some shit like that. So.
Now with your sounds, have you ever thought to switch it up a bit, or you think that you just want to keep the same sound that you came in here with?
Yeah, I'm getting on some real rock star shit.
Rockstar.
Yeah, I'm talking about all the way. We rock out. Yeah, I'm talking about.
What would you say is like the influence of the rockstar sound that you like?
Green Day, that's my favorite band.
I listen to Green Day too.
So,
oh, okay. Yeah, you really about the rockstar life.
Yeah, I love Green Day. My folks used to think I was weird.
For real?
Yeah. I'm playing Green Day, all type of shit. I listen to Adele all the time. I just like music. You know what I'm saying? I folk music.
Now, what do you feel is your purpose with you being in the music industry and even being an artist?
My purpose? Yeah, like getting folk through, like I rub by a lot of pain. Like pain I'm going through, so I feel like they can help people. I can relate to a lot of people, especially with that depression shit. Cause folk don't really be knowing how to handle that shit. So shit, talking about that shit, that'll probably help them out too. Like you ain't alone, you ain't by yourself with it. You know what I'm saying?
When do you feel like you personally make the best music?
When I personally make the best music, probably when I'm in there by myself for real. When I was just in the studio by myself. Then when I'm at my best.
Now, we gotta talk about your rap name, because I've been wanting to ask you, like, how did you come up with that?
Oh yeah, when I was in middle school, like the girl I had knew, she had died she got struck by lightning. She was had a crush on me. It was my partner's sister though, so I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? She used to write XOXO on my notepad or whatever, my little folder and shit. I don't know what made me go with that though. I was thinking about that shit. I just couldn't think of no name, then I just kept thinking about that, like, someone just called myself XO.
Oh wow, you stated that she got killed by lightning?
Yeah, she got struck by lightning. That happened when I was in Riverdale.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I ain't really understand that shit back then. Like all that shit started hitting me at once. Like, I'm like, damn, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What would you say is like one of the biggest risks that you've had to take with your career right now?
The biggest risk? I can't really say I don't know.
Or I would even say like certain lessons that you're learning right now as an artist.
See, you just gotta say fuck that shit. Like you just can't give a fuck. Like what nobody think, just be you. Like that's most important. Like you just gotta be you and say fuck what they think. Cause at the end of the day, shit, you ain't gonna. My dad always tell me this shit. Like when you go out there and rock out, shit, you ain't gotta see these folk no more. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? You just do your thing, get up out of there. And you been and get up out of there.
That's really important because I feel like now in this new generation with like social media and just the constant urge to go viral or have clout, that's really big right now to just be yourself, especially as an artist.
Yeah, just be you. Everybody unique. Like everybody unique. Like certain folk, like everybody share like similarities, like little pieces, but everybody got their own little unique thing about themselves though. So just be you, and they gonna rock with you.
And speaking of uniqueness, what do you feel really sets you apart from other artists?
Like, I like to use my voice. Like throw it like voice like an instrument. So I like everything. I try to do everything in my voice when I'm in the studio.
Now we gotta get into your first EP, Neverland. So talk about that project and what it means to you.
Yeah, that was like, me laying that down, it was like the darkest point like in my life. Like a lot of shit I was going through for real. And on Neverland, it was like some afterlife shit. I used to always talk about my little cousin and shit. And yeah, when I was feeling like I ain't want to live and shit, like nigga want to go to Neverland. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow, so what emotions were you putting into that first project?
What you say?
What emotions were you putting into that first project?
Like, shit, everything on that project right there. Like a whole, like, all the darkness I was going through. Like I was in a real dark place. I was just putting all this shit on there.
Wow, how were you even able to record with you going through a lot of darkness around you?
It was like the only thing I could do, like the only escape at the time for real. It was like the only escape recording. Cause I wasn't talking like, that was like that introvert shit come from right then. Mm-hmm. I ain't want to be around nobody. Like we would be at my aunt big crib and shit. I wouldn't even be downstairs with everybody. I'd go straight upstairs all day and just be listening to beats. That's why I came. I probably made that whole album upstairs, like in one of the rooms up there. So.
Now you are about to drop your third EP, congratulations.
So, appreciate it.
And it's titled Outkast, so talk to us about that title.
Oh, Outkast is like being different, being me. I said a lot of folk in my city like I don't really understand my music right now. So I rap different than everybody. I'm just me. I don't rap different than everybody now. No.
So why do you think they having a hard time like getting down with your sound right now?
I don't know, but they
bullshit.
Yeah, out the gate.
No cap.
But it growing on them now though. Like since my last one I had dropped, Baby Astro, it growing on them. They fucking with it.
Get that mud, it ain't clear.
Out the gate. Out the gate. And they fucking with me now though. It's starting to pick up. It finally starting to pick up. They fucking with me. A lot of folks reaching out to me, trying to do songs shit.
Oh, so going back to Baby Astro, was that the one where everybody just started to pick up and get familiar with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Baby Astro single. They love it. And something else on there. Walk the Plank. A few songs on there. So they were fucking with it. But mostly Baby Astro, like they love it. Like they favorite right there.
Now with Outkast, what would you say were like the emotions that you were putting into this one?
I said, let me see. I just like the same shit, like feelings and everything, but me being more comfortable talking about it though. Like then coming to my voice coming and everything, like yeah, me comfortable talking about everything I'm going through. Cause like on Neverland, I was talking about it, but I wasn't really comfortable. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really comfortable though. But now I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with talking about what I'm going through and all that shit.
And with this project, what is like the message that you want to give to your fans?
Like I said, even if you feel like you the outcast, like overlooked, shit, they good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing bad about that. It's good to be outcast, good to be different. I no matter what, it's always good to be different, shit.
Take us through the creative process that you had to go through with this project.
I don't really know. I don't know. I don't really know for real. So I just go up and undo it, like shit. I just go in and
Who's
do
the
it.
producers that you worked with?
I ain't gonna even care, like most of my beats like from YouTube. Like I'm working on that now, like finding me a producer. Like somebody who familiar with my sound and shit like that. That's what I'm working on now, trying to find something. I ain't gotta go through all that internet shit no more.
Do you feel like it's kind of hard to find a good producer that really matches your sound right now?
Yeah, I know it can though. I know it can, ain't true.
Now tell us the vibes that we could expect with this new project, Outkast.
That motherfucker gonna be crazy. That bitch gonna be crazy, like, it's a lot of, it be just smooth right here. Like, it like smooth. It ain't too depressing right here. I know my other shit, like too depressing, the Neverland and shit. It gonna be cool, some little player shit. So.
And what is the release date for that?
The 18th.
March 18th?
Yeah, this month, yeah.
Oh shoot, are you ready?
Oh yeah, it's going down. I'm finna have me a billboard up and everything. Billboard up in Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. So.
Oh, that's lit.
We finna turn that bitch up.
Did you feel any pressure with this one?
A little bit. I know a nigga had to come hard out of my lab project, but they gonna be every time though. Like, nigga gonna always feel a little pressure, like, I gotta go harder this time, you feel? So.
And are you an independent artist right now?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, so talk to us about that grind, what it's looking like for you.
Yeah, it cool, like, shit, we get out there and we put the groundwork in, like, putting up posters, all that, going out at the mall, like, shit, I go forward there right here. That shit really fun for real, like, we just grinding.
You the first one I heard that said it was fun, because everybody else be like, this stuff is
We love this shit though, like, we love this shit.
So with that being said, you think you ever gonna sign, or you wanna just stay the independent route?
I don't know, I'm just B.O.C. Yeah, it's family, like, it's shit family. It can't be nothing better than that, like, but it is what it is, like, however you think we should go, like, however go, how it go.
And I meant to ask you in the beginning, because you did bring the gang with you on the porch, you gotta let us know who it is.
Oh yeah, to my, it felt like they on this 5 right here, 5 Route 2, Lil Slack, and my cousin Marvin, my cousin KT, my brother right here, Geek Monster, my aunt right here, The Ride. So our family, like, we all on this shit together.
And what would you say is like the importance of sticking with your family when it comes to being an artist and being in the industry?
It really important, cause like your family, like, they want to see you win. Like, they ain't gonna half step with it, you know what I'm saying? They all in. I feel like that, all in. Like, that nigga right here,
They don't keep it real.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Like, every video I shoot out here, my cousin right here. Everyone, he don't mean nothing. Like, you here right now. He don't mean nothing. Nothing. I'm telling you.
Now, before we wrap up the interview, do you have any last words or shout outs?
Oh yeah. Shout out my little partner in Tuscaloosa. YG and Lil Juice. Free YG and D, man. Double chop game, man. Fuck them boys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole city, man. Whole Alabama, for real. Everybody who fuck with me.
Who got a half cell, cause I need it. Nobody said that life would be easy. I was 14 when I witnessed a murder. Can you show me luck, I don't know the meaning. I'm in the room and I'm speaking to